reality check, of course. I'm with the lovely people in on set. I'm going to in studio on set. We have Owira, we have Jante, and we have Orina. The two names confuse me.
Strong names.
Please cut us some slack.
Oh yeah.
Strong names.
My name is Tamara, and right about now, I want us to like get to this segment. It's called How Well Do You Know You? So basically, I'm just going to ask you guys questions, and you have 5 seconds to answer. So it's just simple. So question number 1: what is weird about you that others deem normal? Start with the ladies. What is weird about you that others deem normal?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, you're still thinking, Owira, Orina.
I'm still thinking.
Oh my God, Owira.
That's nice. Thank you. I think what's so weird about me that most of them, when they tend to actually get into the space and find out, they see me as a weird person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pursuant of wisdom. So in short, I love reading a lot, and I've come to realize this generation that we are in, people don't like reading. People don't like reading. So when you're a person whom I just like you've consumed yourself in taking in of more volumes of book, which amounts to wisdom, it's like you're being so when weird.
You are not.
You are a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
You just said whom.
Okay, okay, you guys have your chance.
I will say this.
Uh-huh.
I'm too honest.
You're too honest.
Just to I do not like to lie. In a world where everyone has to lie,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that lying is too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Honesty is just easy to me.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yes.
To you. What about you, Jente?
What is weird about me? Oh, when I'm usually in social situations, I usually end up talking too much, but it's usually because I'm nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like now I talk too much. Case in point.
Okay. Question number 2 quickly. So, if you were to change any part of your childhood, what would it be and why?
All right.
I know you've had the question. If you were to change any part of your childhood, what would it be and why?
I'm going to boarding school. Going to boarding school. In
Why
primary.
you hated school?
Boarding school.
Why? Why?
Because why are you going to boarding school in primary?
That's why I'm choke out and I see it.
Kwanza me, I really hate that habit with Kenyan parents of taking kids to boarding school.
Class one.
Unarushwa kama so that they come here and party and enjoy life and live you there. But anyway, yeah.
Quickly. Time.
Well, I would say not realizing my talent early enough. Didn't get too late.
I think with me, if there's something that I would actually change in my childhood is the perception of embracing talent in our various environment that has brought us up. You see?
Why? Why though?
You see, having had an opportunity to be raised in an informal settlement that is in the slums, where it's always termed as survival for the fittest, and particularly things like that are least embraced, you know, and there's so many talents inside that place.
True. So true. Last question. So you have one day to be with someone, anyone you want in this world. Who would it be and what would you ask from them?
Idris Elba.
You just had to.
Dead or alive? I'm alive.
Dead or alive.
Idris Elba.
You have
Okay.
one. Okay, what would you ask from Idris?
I have been told I look like him. There's so many people. So I will suggest them like,
to you.
do you see the resemblance, right? Mr. Idris, do you see it? That will be my question. Do you see it?
Do you see the
The
resemblance?
resemblance, eh? That's right.
Okay.
Not Idris Elba. Right there.
What about you, Jente? Chana Idris Elba mwitu hapa.
Mimi, who would I meet? Oh my god. I'd meet Bob Marley.
Bob
But
Marley.
for obvious reasons.
Obvious reason. You know there are very many obvious reasons when you mention anyone from Jamaica. It can either be here or somewhere else.
Here, intellectual.
Okay.
Okay. Don't be taken aghast, but this is me opening up, you know.
Yeah.
I think if there's one person who right now will actually endeavor to meet is Christ. See, he was here on earth. It said he was here on earth.
What would be the
What did you ask for from him? Like,
Oh, we want to
spend
spend
dinner,
dinner.
yeah.
Yeah, change answer.
I think my ultimate question to Christ is why?
Why he died?
when he's coming back? Why what?
Why so as to reiterate it to us as man, why did he really have to
Do all
vacate
that.
his throne and come to earth?
Okay, that's got me thinking.
Yeah,
When
why
are you
though?
coming back? You
Oh,
said
that's what we
By the way, why are you coming
Yeah.
back?
No, when are you coming back?
Why
Can't
though?
stop Jesus.
Why?
You can't talk Jesus. That's already.
Why are you coming back?
Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the How Well Do You Know You segment. So right about now, like, to back to our discussion. So some of the things that you are not taught in school. Now there's this one major thing, considering that all of us are like from the creative industry, right? There's one thing that I feel like hatujafunzwa shule, and it's the aspect of there's something called this chasing your dreams and this chasing employment. You know, like there's chasing your dreams and there's chasing employment. Because like when you're growing up, you're always told, I want you to grow up and become a doctor, you know. Or right now, let's say you're done with school, you're like, Maliza, uende utafute kazi, you know. But along the way, you see like people realize, I can do this. Like I'm good at film, I'm good at this and this. So do you feel like it's something that should be taught in sana sana the Kenyan system? And kama iko, how would you actually go about it?
Oh my God. Sana. It should be taught, or at least, like, in your mind, unafaa kuwe na an awareness that art is an actual career. Unajua vile watoi kuna age flani, everyone's talking about what they want to become, and someone wants to be a pilot. They've never seen a plane, right? But they want to be a pilot because they know this thing exists, and this thing can make me make money, or can make me be stable, or can give me joy, or whatever reasons, right? But art haikuangi hivyo. Actually, you come to realize umekuwa an artist for so long before the day you start calling yourself an artist, right? Unapata mtoi anachora nini, but they never look at this art as something that can employ them or is viable. So hata ifikiria nataka kuwa an artist. So kutakuwa na hiyo mentality bado ya usanii such a second hand type thing that you find yourself in if you can't be a proper job. Yeah. So I really think.
May I always say that all careers, they all start out as a dream. All careers. So everyone is a dreamer, and you cannot crucify an artist calling him a dreamer when all careers started out as a dream. So now, this is why I always say why I regret not realizing my talent early. We in school, in our Kenyan schools, it's like we are being programmed. Art is not a real career. So hizi ziboya zingine is where you should focus your head to. Being a pilot, a lawyer,
Doctor, engineer,
neurosurgeon. I don't know engineerism. Yeah. So I would say we should also start talking to our kids more on the beauty of art. It is just impeccable.
the beauty of what you say, my art, like it's chasing your dreams rather than
Yes.
chasing of them.
Chase
What
your
about
dreams.
you?
It's a good one you've actually brought on the table. Unfortunately, I read somewhere that we're in a point of age whereby our institutions are only but bringing forth intellectual fields And it's sad. It's sad because the systems are so much focused on putting us on the limelight of it's about job and job and job. You know, we are going to university to be taught about out there about job oriented.
True.
Institution forgetting the aspect that there is a whole life ahead. When we come out of those institutions, we have life to live. You know, we have lives to live. There is family aspect. There is the societal aspect. Those are things we ain't being taught. We are just being taught. We are just prepared for job, job, and job. To a point now when we get out there, that is what has been put in us. And the fortunate and unfortunate bit is we get to be so much absorbed in our work that we forget who we are.
Exactly.
We forget the essence of life.
Alafu unapata sawa, say when you reach like your 40s is when you realize, by the way, I've always wanted to become like an MC at 40, you know.
Unajua kwanza hii system tuko nayo ya education is a very Victorian era system. It was the system for producing people to go and work in the industries. It's a mass production system. So one, that system is not designed for an artist. Kwanza wewe, you're the last person that system is catering to. So if you're an artist, you will always grow up in that system feeling like you're so weird. And so by the artists just need to be around other artists to feel like they're not weird. You have to first encounter other artists. You, so there are other people like me or something, you know. So you'll have to go through your system and your kwanza got designed against you. I don't know why, but that's how our system is at the moment. So okay, it's very, yani lazima yo usanii ndio ukwe successful at this point. You really have to want to be an artist for you to find the structures that will allow you not to move it from this is a dream to this is something now that is actually sustaining me. You know, that's the dream for any artist, to be able to sustain yourself from the work that you do. Yeah, so your disconnect between kuitoa a dream to a working system. Sasa hiyo ndio another challenge.
Usanii is hustle. Sio, yeah. But now let me ask you guys a question, because saizi nimeona trend huku nje imekuwa, now I feel like you can do something, I'm on the streets na placard, you know, asking for help and stuff like that. Like, and I think it's a post I saw somewhere on Instagram. They were attributing it to like the effects of COVID-19, you know. But now I just come to ask this question: is it really like the effects of COVID-19 that a youth man wanaenda kwa streets kusaka something? Because sana it's always people who are in the art industry, the music industry. No, like exactly. Like, is it now you as artists? Like, unaweza sema, what could actually be the issue and how can it be solved? Or junior mmekuwa kwa hiyo industry, like why would I wake up and just go out there with a placard and I'm in Kenya, I have an MCA, I have a governor, and a what?
You know, honestly, this world is not of our own. You see, this world is not of our own, and we are not the planners of it. The people who plan for it, the people who are in charge of planning about our welfare as a population, in short, and equally the people who brings opportunity, you know, to you, the population. So one thing I can say is that the individuals who've been charged, you know, to do a massive plan and to actually look after our affairs and giving us the artists the opportunity, or rather creating the opportunity platforms, so that even us, we can feel that we are really benefiting from the society and what they have in store for us. So there is no opportunity for artists. That I can tell you for a fact. You know, you are an artist. For example, I am a singer, but the closest thing that I can actually do in a university as a discipline is journalism. So it's like nowadays it's like, oh never act. Oh you are spoken word artist. Oh you go do journalism.
Yeah,
you see? So that is the closest thing that the system can actually place you. But that's not the case. We are all individually gifted. We are all individually super intellect in our gifts and in our arts. So these things are so different, but we want to
but unajua mtu anafanya hivi ni mtu kwanza elewi ya reason.
Exactly.
Anasema journalism nini usanii.
Yeah,
Usanii.
usanii. Na bado utapata kazi. At the end of it, you're still gonna tarmac, you know.
Right now I think about opportunities you can create for yourself. Because kitu, if anything, ukiona mtu kwa street na placard anaomba msaada, one that
Wewe
shows you
mwenyewe
desperation.
Amepitia.
Na kwanza courage ya kusimama hapo kuambia wasee nimepitia na this is where my shoe is pinching me. Nisaidieni, hiyo ni
It's something major.
it's heartbreaking even. Si ndio? Like
As in,
kuimagine unaweza kuwa
one just need to be tenacious.
Lazima.
Us we took a show to Nax. Na tulilala nje.
Tulilala
In the
nje.
cold.
Why?
Man. That's a whole story about
That's another-
failing
failing.
and learning from
But then the best part is after that hata hatukusare, we came back to the board, started replanning ourselves. It is all about tenacity.
Stop waiting for these doors that have been closed for you and your kind for so long to finally be opened. Go and make your own door or your window or whatever. Like, why are you just there knocking? Like, you have to, right now, honestly, you have to build your words.
And
Ndio other people, because right now the people who are actually paying artists or whatever, the people with the money, honestly, every other day an artist is being born, right?
True.
And that's sad reality. But I mean, every other day a doctor is being born.
But you see,
but Mimi, you as an artist, you're unique, and you need to find a way to show people how unique you are. You need to, unajua unaishi hapo ukiona you're unique, no one knows. Like, you have to put it out there. And pia an artist inakuanga so hard because the systems of putting your work out there, msanii hataki kutumia social media. Ni kazi ngumu sana kwa msanii. Nini? But sasa unaona, with the way the system is now, these are not the avenues that you have to consider using or whatever. Like, you have to put yourself out there.
Kujituma.
Ndio hizo opportunities zikupate.
you know, I equally concur with us, but at the same time, there's something that nimekuja kurealize we do not put into consideration. That is one, You know, it is always, I think it is the affluence that the fact we are in a town, we are in a city, we are in Nairobi city, you see? So we are so much consuming information, or we are so much being exposed to a point sometimes we forget that we are a third world country.
True.
You see, we are a third world country and we need things like, why are we not having this? Why are you saying, why are we not having this? You're saying, why are we not having this? Because it has been exposed to you there and then. It's when you're realizing, Allah, kumbe I need this. Why am I not having this? You don't expect to say, why am I not having this? And immediately you're given that thing.
True.
See, we are in a growing society. Our generation is still growing. We are a third world country. Right now it might not dawn on us because we are so much affluent in the city, Nairobi, but go to up country. My goodness. That's when you realize, Allah, kumbe I'm in Africa. I'm in the dark continent.
Nairobi, our apparent land of opportunity.
It's
Our parent.
But unajua kitu na feel, those people, I don't even know who those people are. Whoever is responsible for our situation as artists. Like, it's not so hard to make a thriving art, whatever, ecosystem, because artists wanajituma already. You just need to make the conditions right. Hufai kufinya industry already ina grow, unaambia msee akitaka kushoot tao, sijui alipe 6k per day or for licenses. And this is industry. Kwanza when we are saying the creative industry, you know, a part of my brain is going like, which industry? But we do have an industry, but it's growing, right? It's in the young baby stages and then grow.
Yeah.
But it's been growing
But
too slow.
it's growing too slow because they are stepping on the baby. Wamekelea nguo hapo, wana tax the baby, wana license the, yani, do you know, if you shoot a movie, you have to, lazima iretiwe, and it's 100 bob per minute, right? So if your movie is 1 hour, you're gonna spend 6,000 to rate your movie. All the things you're gonna spend before anyone sees your movie. Buy license, utalipa karao akuje wachunge per day, and these are things you're paying per day. Licenses, exhibitions, there's nowhere they're coming in to hold your hand and be like, hey, at least it's expensive to shoot in Kenya, but you can get this, you can get this. There's no
you're a dreamer, follow your heart, as it is said. Follow your heart, but take your mind with it. Take your brain with it. Have a plan ukitoka huku nje, because it is not easy, but you have a chance to make your life easy, because life is what you make it. It is the most cliche saying, but it is still the wisest saying. Life is what you make it. You have a plan, make your life very easy. Come on, a plan, shaka pako. Shikati.
I think mine is to put this out. For far too long, I think the artists have been a bit marginalized for quite some time, and the reason being is it's not that these institutions ain't there. They are, but the problem that we are facing is that these institutions need to come together. It's not that we don't have a film board or we don't have what this, they are there, but they need to come together and partner and actually come on the ground so that we can film them. And when I say partner, I really don't understand why is it that a film board or a film whatever cannot come partner with universities which are offering these disciplines or rather these courses. You see, so one, I want to call upon the relevant authorities to partner, because right now we are in an age whereby partnership is being leveraged on the high end. So please partner with these relevant institutions that are offering these credible and amazing talents. And then now to the youth out there and then to the artists, don't give up. Don't give up. Just like my colleague has said here, we are like babies, and I believe even as we grow up, it is always, it's sad state that we are in a continent whereby you need to prove that you can actually rise above the graph. So don't give up. Let's continue what we are doing. Pretty much sure the generation to come will enjoy. We might not enjoy, but those generation to come, they'll enjoy. So let's keep on doing what we're doing.
For me, my journey has not and probably will not get any easier, but I feel that when you believe in what you're doing, you know, it's gonna seem crazy, your dream is gonna seem crazy by then, no one's gonna understand, even maybe stop telling people, consider stop telling people, but like, create these doors for yourself. No one's opening doors, no one's doing that. Think about how you're gonna create opportunities for yourself and for the art that you do, because the world is bigger than these few people who are here who are refusing to open the door. There are people out there who can consume your work. There are people in Uganda, Israel, wherever, US, everywhere. The world is so big. Maybe unangangana na audience si yako, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, so put yourself out there, put your work out there.
Okay, so guys, you have heard it. Thank you so much for turning up for the first episode. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now. But anyway, mmesikia kenye mambo huko nje to the young adults. Please just take everything into consideration. From me to you, I just want to tell you, never stop. Start and never stop. Just wear songa. Songa ukisonganga. Things are gonna come, they're gonna try to like kuku, you know, and also embrace the aspect of failure. You're not gonna be taught these things in school. Probably what was CBC, maybe they're being taught, but you're not gonna be taught. Embrace your dream. If you're in the creative industry, it is a career. You know, most people always say that it's not a career. Daditaka kuwa DJ, wacha mchezo. Don't focus on that. Focus on what you wanna do and go ahead. And of course, right here on Reality Check, we're gonna be giving you more of this. We're gonna dive into the world of everything that concerns you. Cindy, so from us to you, we just wanna say adios and thank you so much. Bye.